Whiz fan, do you think that Obama has permanently instituted perpetual war with his interpretation of the AUMF, his drone strikes in several countries, his policy of leaving behind troops in Afghanistan, and the growing kill list that he has? I actually think that there's a problem with this because it seems to me that this was definitely the agenda of the Bush administration. And I don't know how it ends if it doesn't end with the next Democratic administration. And it's not going to be Hillary. But I'm saying if it doesn't end with Obama, it just so happens, you wanted the job, buddy. Following this, if it's not reversed there, I don't know where it is. Now, I have a feeling what's going to happen is that Cliff and I are going to talk about this more tomorrow. Because I do think it's very problematic. I mean, I think the fact that and understand there were two authorizations for use of military force that have been in play. One was the 2001 one, which is essentially the global war on terror, or what has morphed into it. The idea that you could have authorized what is going on now with ISIS for 6 months under that AUMF, where you have a group that is fundamentally, that is in opposition, at least, to Al-Qaeda, right? And consider it an associated group. That is in many respects fighting against Al-Qaeda in Syria, arguably, right? And still an authorization to attack Al-Qaeda and its associated forces and call it under that. I mean, it's like, who is not eligible? Well, I guess maybe the IRA. Like, we couldn't attack the IRA under this because they're not associated. Or who is it? Some Basque terrorists, separatists in that are involved in Spain. Now, well, it turns out that they actually were associated because one of their carriers was a carrier for Al-Qaeda in Yemen. I mean, so I think it's very hard with that still operating. My understanding was, that he wanted to end that one. He ended up in this go-round, he is ostensibly ending the 2002 one that created our first Iraq presence, replacing it with a new one that will create a non-open-ended presence, which, of course, the beautiful thing about non-open-ended or sunsetting provisions is that you can always actually sometimes stop the provision from sunsetting. Sunsetting is a funny word because the sun you can't stop from setting, but provisions you can.
Oh, hold up. We're not going to set now.
Beep, beep, beep.